Much love and light. I'm taking this moment to attune to the now frequency. Going to share my live a little bit and speak from my heart space. Much love and light, beautifuls. Take this moment to honor all those that are standing in their authentic truth and learning to be more expressive in their everyday value. Now, I am going to share with you some thoughts that come from my inner self. So I'm going to take a moment, take a breath. We cannot walk so blindly into our everyday existence. And when we mean blindly, we don't mean by the eyes that were given to you on this body. We mean by the third eye that you have within the body, in between the two eyes that you see with your sight. The only true way for you to be able to hold into your existence is for you to look through your foresight, no longer needing to always know what's right in front of you in the physical form is what's best for you, knowing that you are manifesting what's best for you in the non-physical, so that everything that comes to you is for you, it's working for you in your favor. Now, the benefit of us having our physical selves, it helps us to learn the interconnected ability of our consciousness. Every moment that we pass by an individual with a physical body, they have agreed to walk into our reality to help us to see the reality of our world. Now, some of you may be asking, why am I keeping my eyes closed? Because I'm allowing myself to remove the physicality of this now moment and to just live within my higher consciousness, and so that you can know and feel the authenticity of where I am coming from, because I did not plan these thoughts. I did not look to have a premeditated title. I just knew that I wanted to come from spirit, and I want to help you realize more of your reality. We all came here to play together. It is our theater. And every single attitude, emotion, integration of engagements that you experience, you asked for it. And if you feel like you go through your day and you say, I didn't ask for this, I didn't ask for this, then my friend, you are not allowing yourself to adequately manifest what desires belong in your reality. And that means that you're not allowing yourself to walk in your divine path. Because when you are in your divine path, you are in divine time, you are in divine focus, and everything comes to you effortlessly. Everything comes to you with the abundance of your reality. What is speaking to you from the inside needs to be showing you from the outside. This is the challenge. Now, many of us feel like our lives are so perfect that we don't need to be better for no one else. But you end up being very narcissistic and stuck in your ways because you are now spoiled. You are now spoiled because you've known so much and you've given very little and allowed yourself to receive even less. In order for us to honor our moments, we need to amend our contractual agreement of giving and receiving. And giving and receiving is learning to engage with the ones that we say we love. If you love something, you should be loving it wholeheartedly. You should be loving it with all of your senses. You should be able to feel your love, see your love, share your love, taste your love, know your love. So much that you don't have to question interacting with the person that you know you love. You shouldn't have to feel or second guess if you should share this information with someone because you love them. Now we are here to be the beneficiaries of what God created for us. And if we're not benefiting from our situations, then why are you here? Why are you engaging? Why are you on my feed if you're not benefiting from this? And how do you create a realization of your benefits? You share with people how you're benefiting. So are you sharing your benefits with others? Are you allowing others to reap the rewards of being a benefactor? Because if you hold on to your benefacting abilities and you don't let other people know that they're benefactors as well in your reality, then are you really loving them? Are you really allowing them to be the best, authentic, true person in their reality? And the best way for us to be able to really engage in that is to surrender. Surrender to the thoughts of having to be stronger to someone. Surrender to the thoughts of not wanting to be weaker than someone. Surrender to the thoughts that you know better. Because you don't know better. You are better. And you're learning what it means to know to be better. You came into this world already the best version of yourself because you picked it. You picked this experience, you picked this path, you picked that family, you picked that struggle, you picked that reward, you picked it all. I picked to be in this position because I am glad to stand here with my eyes wide shut and my foresight wide open. I don't need to see you every single day to know that I benefit from your energy. I don't need to talk to you every single day to know that I am engaging with your energy. But I do need to share in communion with my community so that we can all stay in par with our divine will, with our authentic rights. Our universal consciousness comes with the most limitless and boundless laws for us to follow. There's no restrictions. It's just understanding and acceptance. And you have a choice to reject everything that is told pile. You're just creating more traction and friction in your life and creating more of what you do not want, all because you know that you want to reject more so than understand what you're saying yes to. We must know that every time we say no to something, we're saying yes to something, and you need to know what you're saying yes to, always. There should be never a time when you're like, well, I don't know. Because you don't, when you buy a package, when you purchase a new item, it comes with all instructions on it. It comes with the owner's manual. And let me tell you, you are a product of your creator, and your creator did not send you down here fully instructioned and fully aware of where you're going. But he definitely gave you the free will to figure it the fuck out. Figure it the fuck out on your time. Figure it the fuck out in your line of divine sight at hand. If your destination is not to see the divinity within you, then you need to ask yourself, what are you doing? Where am I going? And why am I so hell-bent on rejecting everything and not knowing what I want? Creating a needless endless feeling of nothingness. creating a void to create a separation between everyone in your world. You don't need to separate anything. You've already created this body so you can separate yourself from your pure consciousness so that you can then reflect back to your pure consciousness how intelligent you are in this dense body, how much you can rise above the densities of reflecting in this realm. But without you wanting it, you will never know it, because you are here of your free will. Know that you are better because you want to know yourself, not because other people know what's better for you. I am Mahatma Starseed, and if you feel pulled to be a benefactor right now, share in the light with others. Let others know who the fuck you are. And if you don't know who you are, you need to go look in that mirror and ask yourself who you are. Start speaking to yourself and know you are not the name that was given to you by your birth parents. That was just a choice of naming this body. This body is called Marjorie. And I honor Marjorie. I respect Marjorie. But Mahatma lives inside of her. And Mahatma is the consciousness from the pure creator. Now, we don't get to take these bodies out of this realm because this is an earth body. It belongs with Gaia. She rented out these suits to us and we are borrowing them. And we have to give them back. So just know there is a time capsule on your time here within this vessel. But your mind, your consciousness is infinite. And you will continue to learn the lessons you need until you've fulfilled your divine path that you chose. So it's time to start asking yourself, why am I here? Why did I choose the family that I chose? Why did I choose to portal into a lineage of whatever? And then you need to figure out how to share this intelligence with more of us. You need to understand that there's not a time, we're not teaching anyone to be intelligent. We are already intelligent. We're teaching ourselves to respect our intelligence and to respect the intelligence of others because they reflect differently than us. And we need to see the beauty in it because they are allowing us to see something that either we don't need to experience, don't care to experience, or soon to be experiencing. So we need to take heed of all of our moments. All of our moments are teaching us to find ourselves. Even when someone is teaching you not to find yourself, they're definitely teaching you which way not to go. So even the people that steer us wrong are steering us right. They are creating the dead ends for us. They are creating the not this way option. So you know what it looks like when you go down a path that is not divine for you. It's time for you to speak your truth. Honor it. Respect it. That is why you're here. You're not here to abide by the laws of the government. It's just a fictitious understanding of what we were doing until we understood what we were doing. Now we know what we're doing. We're not confused. Confusion is a choice. Every emotion that we experience is a freaking choice. We are encompassed with all the emotions. And we are like the waves in the beach, in the ocean. Every wave is a different drop of the ocean, but it's still all of the ocean. So just know that the moment that you can feel happiness is the same moment that you can feel sadness. It's the same moment that you can feel depression. And you get to choose which one you're going to hang on to for the day. You get to choose how long you're going to sit in that state. So if we want to be depressed for the day, allow it to only be depression in a moment. So that you can understand what it feels like to be depressed. So that you can know what it feels like to be depressed. Depressed literally means I am being pressed into my physical body. And I'm not being able to express my aura. I'm not able to enhance my aura. I'm not able to be more of who I need to be because I'm depressing my expression. The opposite of depression is expression. Lead yourself into the multiple ways of expression. Now, let me tell you this: expression has been capped to the highest extent of the law. It is the most illegal thing to do right now. So understand that you are in a time where you have a very grave choice to make. You either submit to the unconscious collective that keep acting like they don't know what's going on. I need to cover my face because I don't need to know how to protect myself. What you need to do is cover your energy field. What you need to do is create an energetic barrier of protection around the holisticness of your body. Putting a mask on your face is just purely letting you know how much you've been covering up your mouth, how much you've been covering up your expression, how extreme it is every time you open your mouth, because you don't know what you're going to say to someone is going to be negative or positive. So you need to have some type of a filter to understand where you're coming from. Understand, if you wake up and if you wake up today, you have been woken up into the present. You have been blessed. You have been provided an additional ability to keep vibrating here. If you dare end the day with some sadness, like woe is me, and not happy that you just completed this day, ask yourself, who has confused you? Because I'm not boo-boo the fool, honey. I know that I am blessed every time I get to open my eyes again and I get to see the beautiful world that we've created for ourselves. The only difference between the first being and this being is the first being knew exactly that they needed to create a reality in the extensity of their intelligence. The now beings have created so much of a reality, they're like, what do I even need to do? Everything's done for me. I just have to live in it. Do you see the difference where we're not even engaging in our intelligence? We're not even coming into this world and allowing ourselves to come into this world and say, I gotta create something new. I gotta show myself how intelligent I fucking am today. I gotta show myself how willing I am to show the divine creator how fucking awesome he is for helping to make this be an experience for not just me, but for the many consciousnesses, the many reflections, the many spectrums of the light that lives within us. Because there's no way that you can possibly feel like you can out into this world, accomplish everything. Understand, there's a lot of choices that have been made for you. This is how you're going to live. This is how you're going to clothe yourself. This is how you're going to engage with people. This is how you're going to love life. This is how you're going to have a family. This is how you're going to retire. All of these choices are made for you before you even get a chance to say, hey, what about the way I want to do these things? It's great that these things have been made for me. I have a blueprint to go off of. I know how far left and I know how far right looks like. I need to find me in the middle of that. And I need to find me in the middle of that every single day. And the me is spirit, always. Conscious awareness, intentional being. And we need to understand that there is an offering to be here. There's an offering to be around people that are spiritually enlightened and conduits to allow you to understand more of yourself. There's an offering. And if you don't be intentional with that offering, the offering is going to go to someone else that is not going to give back to you. AKA, if I'm feeding you, I need you to feed back into me. Because if you don't feed back into me, you're going to feed back into someone else that doesn't even know how to feed you, or that's not going to feed you back. They're going to go and feed someone else because you didn't let them know how important it was for them to feed you back. You want to know why I know you're not going to do that? Because you're not making sure you're feeding back into me. And then we think that we're just being independent. Because I don't need to show anyone that I had help. I don't need to promote that person because they just do lives. If you keep telling yourself what you don't need to do, you're going to have a lot of don't need to do actions happen in your life. You need to start speaking to yourself and say how much you deserve. I deserve to hear the message that this female is sharing with me. I deserve to share this shit so that other people can come to me and speak this consciousness into my reality, because I only deserve high conscious intentional thought. A lot of people are like, how come you don't speak to me anymore? Because you haven't been feeding me. And I've been telling you that you're not feeding me. Well, I've been there for you. I've helped you with these things and that. But was it what I needed to be fed with? Was it what I asked to be fed with? Because I'm a conscious individual and I know what I need and want and require to be in my divine purpose. To live in divine time is definitely something that requires you to be straight down the middle. Straight down the middle, arrow, straight. You need to be shooting so straight in life that you know when to lean into your masculine, you know when to lean into your feminine, you know when they both need to be passive right now and allow spirit to just come and talk. This is the purpose. This is what we do to help each other grow. Staying away from each other is the last thing we should be doing. Rejecting each other is the last thing that we should be doing. We've had a lot of rejection. We have a lot of rejection. We have all of the, those activist groups that show us how much we reject each other. We reject the LGBTQ. We reject races. We reject those that are not actually a doctor. We are so full of rejection, we don't even know how to accept. So many people want to be so right, they'll reject the fuck out of everything and then wonder why everyone's rejecting them. Have you checked your list of intent? Have you paid attention to how much you said yes to something, how much you said no to something? Have you paid attention to the person that you're being? Or are you only letting other people tell you, well, listen, I don't know why you feel so indifferent. You have a place to sleep. You've got clothes. You've got a family. You've got people that love you. But people that love me aren't feeding into me. These clothes, I don't know who made them. I don't know what attitude they had when they put this together. I don't know who created this house and why and how am I going to pay homage to it? How am I going to show respect to it? You want to know how you're going to show respect? By learning to figure out who's doing this shit now and encourage them. Tell them that it is purposeful for us to have an architect. It is purposeful for us to know who's making clothes. How are they being distributed? Where is this cloth coming from? How can I help you to be more expressive? Because we've done a lot of the same shit for a lot of the same motherfucking years. You really just want to keep doing the same mundane thing? I'm going to give you an example. This is me. I'm ready to go to work. All right. 9 o'clock in the morning. Peace out. Oh, I'm back from work. I'm so tired. I've gave so much of my energy. I just want to sit down and watch some TV and relax. Watch some TV. Oh, this is so funny. I wish I could be singing. If I was up there, when I was in school, I was a choir girl and I knew how to do all the songs. It's time for me to go to sleep now. And then up again and doing it again the next day. What's that? That's a cycle. That's a cycle of nothingness. Where did you allow creativity in your day? Where did you allow yourself to show yourself you were proud of yourself today? All I hear is shoulda, woulda, couldas. A shoulda, woulda, coulda ain't going to raise your consciousness. It's definitely going to keep you in a low, dense vibration. So it's time for us to raise our consciousness, raise the identity of humanity. We are spirit, not this body. We are spirit, not this mind. We are star seeds from the stars. And we portaled into this existence. And yes, it is magic. And yes, the earth matters. And yes, the elements on the earth matter. Fire, water, earth, air, they matter. The more you create the things in your world and show them that they matter, they will speak to you. and they will let you know that you're going the right way. You don't need no one else to tell you nothing, but you definitely need something, some entity to believe in. And the first entity is yourself. Self. CELLF. Or CELLPH for the balance. Bring into the reality that you are just an accumulation of cells vibrating at a density enough for your consciousness to live in. Boom. This is what's happening. Figure out how to know it more. Much love and light. Share this video.